Hi everyone, this is Marisa with Sweet Pea Curiosities. Hope you're all doing well on this Sunday. So I finally finished my sunflower junk journal, and I thought I'd do a flip through for you. It took me a little bit longer to complete this just because I've been so busy, and I've just done a little bit here and there trying to do like some of the ephemera and that sort of thing. So, but okay, let's get started. So I want to talk about the base on the front fabric that I used. And here it is here. I wanted some yellow. I wanted a little grungy. So I kind of experimented. I had some old cotton material. So I coffee dyed it. But then to get a little bit more grungy in some of the yellow, I experimented. I used turmeric. I think I'm saying that right. I might be wrong. Which looks orange, but it creates this yellow effect. I also sprinkled pumpkin pie spice. I'm not sure if that really did anything. I think it's more the turmeric that changes the color to yellow. So after I had coffee dyed it and it was all wet, I went in and I sprinkled those all over the fabric. And then to get the darker in here, I actually took the Folgers grounds from the coffee and I had just placed them all hard on top. And then I spritzed it again with the coffee liquid. Then what I do, I always bake mine, and I baked it at about 280 degrees in the oven. And it probably took about, I don't know, about 15 minutes to dry in there. And I thought it gave a really neat effect to it. So it did have kind of the residue of some of the spice on there. And then, I just cleaned it off, brushed it off. But yeah, I thought it turned out it was kind of fun to use. And you can kind of see it on the front here as well. I have it, throughout there. So I thought it was pretty. Then what I did on the front, of course, I just embellished it with some flowers, some old, mesh kind of material and lace with the little flowers that I did. Then I put a paper on here that says sunflower. So I used a lot of the papers in here, I used my sunflower junk journal kit in. So these are some of the papers that are in the kit, but I love the black in there. And then I always put one of the cards in the front, library cards in the front. I always like that. Made some little paper clusters that I've used as pockets. A little bit of, I thought this was kind of fun with the little pom-poms embellishment with the yellow. Then here's another little cluster that I made with this girl here with her little sunflower. Made it another little pocket. Some dyed papers here. I made a little booklet. So you have more journaling space, a little lace. I did try to leave a lot of pages for journaling in here. You can add more to it as time goes by. Here's some clusters. A lot of these clusters I did when I was traveling. I always bring my little kit with me, and when I have time, I'll just kind of create those. Lace doily here. Then I made kind of a belly band. This is a velvet strip that I put on, little sunflowers for your belly band. And I had a card here that I put in that was real pretty. And then inside I just kind of covered the little saying. Can't remember what it said inside, but more writing space here, not the lace. Then this is also a separate kit that goes with the Sunflower Junk Journal kit. And it's a little Folio pocket with the tags, and I just put it in here with the tags. And it comes with a little kit to make the booklet. What I did here, I just took some scrap of some of the cuts paper, put it across, stuck some of it here to make a little closure. You open it up, and it's just another little booklet. Put that back in there. There we go. And I have a paper bag here. Love the crunchy. Some more little ephemera here. This is a little envelope. Has the sunflower with a little butterfly on it. Of course, some little ephemera inside. Then this here is just paper clipped on. It's another little envelope that I did. With some more ephemera inside there. These are some of my old grungy dyed papers that I did. This technique is cinnamon. So when you do your coffee dyed papers, when they're wet, if you sprinkle cinnamon on it, it gives this really neat effect. Plus they smell good. For the paper. And all these little sayings that I have in here, I talked in a previous video of books that I had got. This one is from the Seed, Leaf, Flower, and Fruit. So it had talked about sunflowers, and it's by Mary Jo Koch. Really cool books, but I love the sayings. So this talks about the house that sunflowers built, and it talks a little bit about it. This here, some clusters, fabric doily clusters that I had done. Set that to the side. This is one of my favorite pages of the kit. So I made that the center. Took another one of the little sayings. That's about sunflower. And this here was fun. This is a card that I had. And this paper is handmade paper. It actually has seeds in it for sunflowers that you could actually take this out and plant in a pot, and apparently the sunflowers will grow from this. But I thought this was really pretty, so I added this words here. Pretty card here with the birds also inside. I'm hoping that you can see all that. I'll scoot it over a little bit. Then this is a little cluster that I put down. This card is removable here. Made a little pocket. And see, you can kind of see, you can see all the little seeds in there. So I thought that was neat. Then this here, this is from another book that I had got, and I can't remember the name of the book, but it was real pretty, the graphics in it. So I put that in there, and then I cut out. So this is the full page, but then what I did is then I cut around here so I could have kind of that background, because it wasn't big enough. It was kind of an afterthought after I had already sewed in the journals, so I had to kind of figure out how to put it, so I just glued it down, put it down. Then I added another. This talks about Vincent van Gogh, about when he created the Moody sunflower portraits. More just a little grungy. Here's the other side of that little pocket with some other ephemera. And this here's just some little stickers, a little sunflower. This is all yellow dyed paper that I did. I think I just used food coloring. I've had these for a long time, so I can't remember how I actually did them. These little tags here, sunshine. Then this here, thought this was pretty, little cluster, and it's a pocket. postcard. This here's a tape. I've been experimenting with making my own kind of washi tapes or tapes. So this was kind of fun. It was, I used a lot of the inks that you get, the distressed inks that I daubed on. Took a little while to dry. It was kind of an experiment. I'm hoping to kind of master that a little bit more. Maybe I'll show you. Other side of the doily. Little pocket. Some little ephemera. Little belly band. Some ephemera. Another little postcard. A little cluster here. So now that I've done this, I've realized this probably wasn't the best. I wanted something in the center, and I thought, oh, I'll just leave that up. But as you can tell, when you open it, it's kind of doing that. So I think I might need to just glue it down and not leave it open so it's down. It's a real pretty ribbon. I don't know, ribbon, or I don't know what you call it. Kind of design to it. Kind of a lattice looking. There's another cluster, some more ephemera, a pocket, doily. I think these papers are really pretty. The other side of that dyed paper. Another little cluster here, another little pocket. This here again is another saying in one of the books there, talking about sunflowers. And then this was a card that had this in it. It had a little thing that said thank you or something right there. So what I did, I just fussy cut around. Then I did one of my tags that I just added to that, and I just left the string on it to give it a little dimension. More envelope here. Some ephemera. Then I made another little booklet. Some more pages to write on. Here, I've just paper clip that on. This here again was another card that I fussy cut around, put it in, took another one of the sayings from the book, put it down here talking about sunflowers, how they got their name, because the blossoms actually follow the sun's course across the sky. So I thought that was neat. And then this page here, I did add a little bit more sayings to it. Another little cluster with pockets. This is another pretty card. And then I just added her in there. Just another little pocket, little tag. Added some more words in here. And a little fabric cluster, lots of buttons. I have so many buttons. And this here I just kind of collage, put a gold butterflies, had some stickers that I used here, where flowers bloom. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. by Lady Bird Johnson. Another little tag here. Then this is some of that velvet. And just attached a little flower. And I really love the black and the yellow. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you a few ideas. And thank you for letting me share. Have a great day. Bye.